What's up, everybody? Well, I would say top of the morning to you, but it's actually uh, early afternoon. Well, I wouldn't say early afternoon. It's kind of late afternoon. It's almost 4 o'clock. So, had a little bit of a gully washer last night. Not too bad. So yeah, we haven't even had enough rain yet to really have water flowing out of that. We always come down here to the creek. So I do have a video coming out tomorrow. Kind of shows the creek. Ooh, look, frog. But it kind of shows the creek where it was at. I mean, it is flowing a little bit more today than it was yesterday, but still not that bad. And yeah, I mean, we really want to get this cleared out, get a lot of that cleared out, get this area over here cleared out. But we actually had some folks say that, hey, we want to be able to see the driveway and the like where we plan on putting our forever home up on top of the hill. So did a little walkabout, got that video all done, and as of right now, I am still looking at getting a. I know, crazy. I'm still looking at getting a rotary laser level, something that I can shoot grade with. Now, obviously, I can get, just a regular. What the heck are they called? See, I'm no survey person or be able to shoot grade, right? I can't think of it right now. But anyway, the little sight glass thing that you, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, I know that I can probably get that cheaper. But if I'm doing stuff like that and shooting grade manually, then that actually requires 2 people. And yes, I understand Gladys can always get out here and help me. But a lot of times during the day, she's doing schoolwork with the kiddo. She's also doing domestics or doing stuff in the house. And I don't always have that availability of having a second set of hands. So, I would have to, if I got that, and getting up here and being able to shoot grade of exactly where I want to put the road. I mean, I already have a pretty good guesstimation, to be able to keep the elevation grade where I want it to be. Then double check it, right? Because right now we just kind of been going through clearing out small stuff, and I haven't really recorded this yet of where we started. But as of right now, I'm trying to get just the very beginning accomplished. But then we're also dealing with rain. So got water, standing water still. That's why I've been putting rocks down right here. Kind of coming out here to the gate. More standing water. Yeah. So at some point we will get this driveway fixed. But I always come through here with the box blade. And then it rains and then it gets all messed up again. Plus I need to bury this wire. I need to fix the gate. I'm having issues with the batteries and whatnot, but I need to fix that, get this buried. That way I can go over here with the box blade without having to lift up and yada yada. But anyway, this is going to be wet, muddy. But we've been over here clearing stuff. I also need to watch out for some nope ropes because we took a walk the other day and actually saw a dead baby copperhead. Don't know if I stepped on it or rolled over it, but anyway, I'm out here in Crocs, so. But yeah, we started actually clearing this out. So I'm trying to get, you know, at least a little platform right here, just a place that I can set up a benchmark, kind of get going. Obviously, I got to get all this taken up to the front of the property, get stuff cleared out. But then I'm also kind of utilizing, so I don't know if you can see where that T-post is. I'm using that T-post as kind of the beginning of this road going up the hill, right? That's kind of, I'm not necessarily using that as a benchmark, but I might, I don't know. So, because it was something that was already here, but right now I'm still kind of going through, not really, these were obviously the big trees I wanted to take care of, but for the most part, as you can see in here, it's just a lot of little tiny stuff. I mean, this big one right here is probably the biggest tree in this pile, but it's all just saplings, right? It's like we're going through, and I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it kind of follows this tree line going all the way up. And I can kind of see until it gets to, because it kind of crests like a little portion of that. But from here to where I'm going, and there's actually a few stumps, so you'll be able to see in the video coming out that I have like a few different stumps that are kind of like markers, right? But the thing is, of where that stuff is I don't know the elevation change, so I'm trying to stay under 9% grade. Closer I can get to 6, to be better. Because that's actually, you know, a lot of like your highways or interstates, right, normally have to stay within, you know, a 6% grade. Now, obviously, going through like mountain ranges and stuff like that, they're kind of not able to do that so much. But I know there's a lot of areas, especially like the interstate that they're building right now near us, which is Interstate 49, that they, to keep that grade where it needs to be, you know, they just go through the mountain instead of over it. So, yeah, there's a lot of those things, you know, they try to keep that grade. Well, for me, the distance that I have between here at the gate and then where I need to go is, or where I can go, you know, before running out of land, is like a little over 1,100 feet, I want to say. So if I want to try to keep it around 1,000 feet, give or take, but if I can be less than 1,000 feet, would be much better. But I also need to raise this, or from where our gate is to the top of the hill, I'm still going up, what was it, 80 feet elevation, 80 feet elevation. So for every, you know, the main portion right here, the steepest part as I'm going up, I'm kind of going up. So I'm going to have 2 sections. Well, the road altogether is three sections. First section is going up 40 feet. The next section is going up 40 feet. And then basically the other section is already kind of at the top of the hill. So the elevation isn't really, it might change like 6 inches. But the third section that I'll be doing is already at the top of the hill, and that's just going to be establishing, going to the actual build site, and then we're also going to do like a roundabout, then a garage space, and just yada yada, right? So all those things. So with that being said, each one of those sections has to be no less than 444 feet long to stay within the grade that I want to be. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Going to be fun. And that's kind of based off of the maps and the terrain that I have. So I want to be able to, obviously, from what you see on the map with the contour lines and stuff like that, and then what's actually here are not the exact same. Because we have some areas where the contours look different in person than what it does on the map. So those rough estimates of what I have right now is based off of the map. So now I'm just trying to get the equipment to where, which I do have a water level I could use. So that hose right there is a water level, which that, I want to say the hose on that is roughly 100 feet long. It might be less than that. It's really close to 100 feet. To where I can always do every 100 foot increments and then go through. But the laser level that I'm trying to do right now, you know, is good for over 1,000 feet. But it'll allow me, you know, to put in some stakes, some grade stakes and all that. But I also want something that I can use by myself without needing another set of hands. And to do that, it needs to be laser. It also needs to be able to be used exterior because I'm using it outside. But then I also want something that I can change the elevation of the laser itself to preset, you know, like a 8% grade or whatnot. Which a lot of those laser levels, you know, you can adjust them plus or minus 5 degrees. And if you do a 5 degree increase, that's putting you at roughly it's like 8.7% grade, right? So, yeah. So we'll see. Well, we will see what happens. So, putting the money aside for that. But anyway, that's what we got. So we still don't have a whole lot of rain. I'm still going to be tracking the rain throughout the weekend, kind of doing a video on that. Started, you know, last night, kind of into the morning and such, because we still get some standing water back here. Still got to finish this one. Yeah, and then I also got to build up this right here too, because the water still comes through, but before it gets picked up by the line in the back, because it's not completed, it will come seep through, and then I still have a low spot right there. So yeah, it's still work in progress, folks. It's still work in progress. All right, so that's it. I'm still going to continue to track the weather. I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, even though it looks okay right now. This Saturday, I think it's going to be pretty bad. And then, yeah, we'll get back into working on these projects. So get out there. Thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day, because you never know when it's going to be their last day. We'll see you tomorrow. And later, friends.